So the space bar does pausing and
playing.
Right.
Use it constantly. And I have my hand set up like this, so my thumb's rotating it. I won't get into hotkeys or anything right now, but so basically you can look through. You can assume this is a song. You can see like this is probably a drum beat. You know? This looks like one. So this looks like one song right here. Probably Chica's right here. Probably Jeremy talking. There's like uneven waveforms here.
Discovery on FM 94.9. The band is
So
called
this is the end of Jeremy's show before we get into our show. This looks like a natural build right here. This could be the beginning of a song, or maybe it's our intro. Nope, it's the beginning of another song. So there's a big gap right here. We got a lot of big gaps on Local 949, so this is a song we play on our show though, so I know that that's us. Alright, I'm gonna assume this is us. Okay, so
Everything before that you want to clip out.
exactly. Alright, I'm going to make a marker here just because I know that's part of our show. But
When you hit a marker, what'd you do to hit a marker?
press M.
Yeah, M makes a marker, right?
Yep. So this might be...
The Local 949 on FM 94.9.
So that marker's irrelevant. If I was like real stringent on doing shit, I would right click it and do delete marker, just so I know I don't need to fuck with it anymore. It's lagging out because it's a shit ton of audio, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? You got a bunch of shit running. Okay. So, this might be the beginning of the show right here.
Okay, number one local.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of New Music Discovery. Okay, one thing, wherever you click is where the marker goes.
Right.
Click and drag, you're selecting audio.
Yeah, but you're moving the marker right and left too. Are you using an arrow key or are you moving the mouse?
No, I'm just clicking slowly right now.
All right.
What I'll do is I'll zoom in so I can click more exact or zoom out if I just want to do
And you did that with the
broad strokes. Yeah, the mouse wheel.
Right.
Okay, so now I know there's a marker. And we hated the voted best thing. We hate that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so right around there, I'm gonna start it right here. So it's gonna be like
Yes, sir.
half a second of and then
Yes, San Diego.
So what I do, I click and hold, and then I scroll out all the way, and then I bring it all the way to the beginning like that. So now I have just all the stuff I don't want selected. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you actually are going to take that weird intro piece out.
All of it. I'm taking
Right.
all of the songs that happened before our show are
Right.
out, and that intro piece, because it says TJ, and I agree, the fucking voted #1 locals
Right.
thing in this town is stupid. So
Yeah.
I have all that selected. Now I can either press backspace or delete.
Right.
I like delete. So
Right.
now it's all gone, and now I can zoom back into where we were, scrub over to the beginning, and now at the very beginning it starts with.
Yes, San Diego.
Okay.
Hello.
Get even closer. Also, if you click up here,
Hello.
you can move the marker around without selecting stuff. So if you're on like this section up here,
Right.
also escape deselects. So if you're like, oh, you can click somewhere else, or you can press escape.
Right.
So you can move around to this. Like, let's say we're over here, you know, and I can't see the very beginning. Just grab it or click wherever, and then drag it to the sides. So right now,
Yes.
it's a little abrupt. Nice little fucking production touch. This thing right here allows you to fade in, so you can like make it. You see how it like gets louder, you know?
Right.
Yes, San Diego.
Right.
Hello. It is the Local 949 on FM 94.
Okay, and depending on my mood, sometimes I'll just listen to it because I'm like interested to hear like how we sounded and what the show was about and stuff. But most of the time, I'll just, when we're talking, I'll go through and look for sections like this where there's a gap. And I'll be like,
How you feeling tonight, O? Got a cookie?
I don't like that. Think about that much.
Tonight, O? Got a cookie? Yeah, we start.
Dead air. bugs me hard. This one might be good.
Tim, good to see you. How's that sandwich? Yeah, awesome.
Alright, if this isn't going to be audible, but let's say like somebody's off mic like that. If he was like halfway off mic, like if this is like twice as loud, you can barely even hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
You can select that, and then it gives you this thing right here. You can just on the fly boost the levels. You can shrink it down, or you can build it up.
Right.
And I'm going to build it up like a lot just to hear how it sounds. It's going to sound like shit, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't even know what he's saying. So I don't even care. I'm just gonna like let the listener be like, whatever, I can't hear what he's saying. That's how the show's going right then.
What's that sandwich? Yeah, awesome. Well, we're gonna stuff our faces. We're gonna talk about music. We're gonna play music. We're gonna do all that stuff.
Nothing I can do about it.
Right.
In the next 3 hours, we're gonna have a great time. Yeah. Keep your ears on. The local 949 on FM 94.9. Good to see you.
Okay, and that one, like I'm okay with these because it's like intentional pauses, you know. This one at the end I don't like because it's like
good to see you.
You want to go good to see you.
Right.
See you.
So you're gonna like X out a bunch of it.
I'm just gonna do it like pretty much all the way up to it. And it tells you in the bottom corner here, I don't know if this is blocking it, but it tells you how long the amount. It tells you what your view is showing.
Right.
Like the start time, the end time, and then like how much time is being shown.
Right.
And then the selection you have too. So this is selecting, it's not even a full second. It's 0.017 of a second. But still.
Alright. Good to see you.
Makes it sound so much better. Okay, so now I go through and I can tell, here's the end of a song, probably.
I mean, you don't have a lot of work to do with this thing.
Just we hate that fucking voted best radio show thing, so right now I'm just even going to take that out. Zoom in nice and close so you can see exactly where the waveform ends on that promo. Press delete. I'm going to give that a little more space to breathe.
Alright.
Kind of mirrors that gap right there. No, I don't have a lot of work to do, but it's tedious and I have to listen to the whole thing, you know? I can skip around, like right now I know that's another song. There's like a nice block of dead air right here. I don't like that.
Wow, it's huge.
That's a fat one, yeah. That's embarrassing how much dead air there is right there. That's probably when I left the room to go do something and TJ was running it. Or I was on the other side of the room eating a sandwich.
We're speaking with Mark Stieber.
Oh, that was definitely me out of the room because he went into commercials.
Chief Tax Officer.
Okay.
We're speaking.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take out all this dead air. I'm actually going to get real close on it. Keep the local 94.9 because that doesn't say anything we don't like. Alright, and then right at the end of it, press M, leave a marker. Lagging out a little bit. Oh, this is usually not this laggy. Especially with markers. Markers don't take any resources to drop. Probably because I have Premiere open and stuff.
Dan's telling her 10 more minutes.
We're.
No, it's actually a new girl.
Drink a brandy.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Get nice and saucy.
We're speaking.
Okay, so here's commercials. I put that marker in there to show me the beginning of the commercials. Commercials look like this. They're not as consistent all the way through. You know, it looks like talk.
The biggest tap.
And there are lots of big.
So I know I can look at this, and then I see this looks like an end right here.
JacksonHewitt.com.
Now, another smash hit.
Oh, that's another. I don't know what's going on here.
Name is Mary Jo. Carriers don't like to.
Oh, this is one of the nights when the computer was fucking with me and I had to automatically or manually fire off all the commercials.
Manager help.
So
Linda just called.
yeah. I usually this looks like the end of it right here.
Local night.
Shady Franco's it sounds like. Yep, okay.
So that's everything.
Yeah,
If you want to get rid of the whole thing.
exactly. So I'm gonna zoom in, get it precise on the beginning of Shady Franco's, and zoom back out, and I made myself this handy dandy marker over here. So I know I can go directly to that, and if I press delete now, it'll bring me perfect up to it. Commercials are gone.
Right.
I'm gonna actually undo that real quick just so I can see that commercial block was 6 minutes and 13 seconds. Which is a fucking long commercial. So I know tonight's commercials are gonna be about 5 minutes long. This looks like another.
That's local rate.
I'm gonna cut that out too.
The local.
And you'll get an eye for like what looks like things happening.
That's local radio show.
Oh, it sounds like the Locust. I don't like how abrupt that is, so I'm going to give it a little more space on this side. And then I don't like how this is so abrupt too. It just cuts out, you know? To like silence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So here's when I would start using those things I was telling you about, the fade outs. Select like the end of that, and then in favorites, there's a fade out option, which brings it down to 0. So now it'll sound like it's a more natural end, and I don't know why I made this weird little bump right there, but whatever. I'll actually delete that because I hear a little click when it happens. So now it sounds more like it's going from one thing to another.
That made me feel all squishy inside for a second.
I love that band.
Yeah, they're
He's
great.
one of my most favorite bands in San Diego.
Yeah, pretty cool. They put on one.
Okay, so this is all talking. You just tell by the waveform. This looks like a song. Yeah. So.
FM 94.9 with Bertie Bardot.
That's fine. I'm not gonna fuck
I
it anyway.
fucking love that song, by the way.
This one?
That's actually the song I brought to 91X to play because I put them on Oyster Fest.
Really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Local 94.9, voted #1 local radio show.
So I won't have to do this later because we got rid of that, but I'm just cutting all those out. So it just goes. It's not supposed to go from song to song without a liner between them, but. But it just is right now because I'm cutting all those shits out. Ooh, that's a rough transition. That was definitely out of the room for that. Because TJ just goes from song to song without playing liners sometimes. So there's another time where I'll use favorites, fade out. Sounds so much better.
Sitting right next to me, wolfing down some risotto.
All right, systems officer. You're in that band, Otis.
I am in that band. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I'm so stoked too. It's a good band.
Yeah,
It's
really cool.
Okay, so
Dublin British Hams.
I am not no pastry by any sense of the word, jumping on angels, but when
back into music. I would have thought we would have taken a break by now, but
Dick and rock.
Is that the time they weren't the most iconic?
No, but it's your
okay, so I
history.
can tell this is more
Decided
talking.
that something was having a stigmatized. I mean, here's
Like,
that.
what is there
Just
talking about
first.
astigmatism, so I know that's
He's the sponsor. I'm not backing it.
A lot more sandwiches.
Sandy T. Feldman thing.
On the local 949 on FM 94.9. Stick around.
Team Kia, welcome. Team.
Okay, make a marker there. And then here's what I can do now that I know they're about 5 minutes. I can scroll out a bit. and then let it go to about 5 minutes on my duration thing, and then magically this might be the end of a commercial right here. So let's hear it.
With over 50 near you.
Let me just delete that because I know that'll also.
Get wireless. We know that some.
Okay, it probably ends right here.
94.9.
Yep. Okay. So my marker's still there.
Locals. The local. Enrollment required. Restrictions and other charges apply, sister.
Right here.
Back to more of the local 94.9. Support the locals. The local 94.9.
Okay, that doesn't say the best radio show thing. So I click directly right before it and drag it out to that marker. And then honestly, there's no more like additional fancy tricks in this. Just rinse and repeat.
Stick around.
Back to
49, stick around.
Back to more of the local 94.9. Support the locals. The local 94.9.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna hit stop on